Hello everyone. So in today's video of chapter halogen derivatives, I'll be talking about the physical properties of halogen derivatives. Physical properties of alkyl halides are considerably different from those of corresponding alkenes by which they are derived. The boiling points of alkyl halides is determined by the polarity of carbon and halogen bond as well as the size of halogen atom also. Now, the nature of intermolecular forces in case of alkyl halides or halogen derivatives. Halogen atom used to be represented by X. It could be fluoro, it could be chloro, bromo, or iodo. Halogens are more electronegative than carbon. So, the carbon and halogen bond in alkyl halide is polar covalent bond. Size of halogen bond increases from fluorine to iodine, so the bond length between carbon and halogen atom would also be increasing. The carbon and halogen bond strength decreases with the increase in the size of halogen atom. As you are seeing here, in fluoromethane, the bond length is 139 pm and the bond enthalpy is 452. In case of chloromethane, bond length is 178 and the size of chlorine atom is increasing. That is why bond length increases and the enthalpy would be 351. In case of bromomethane, there is 193 pm and enthalpy is 293 and so on. So this is the nature of intermolecular forces in case of halogen derivatives. Now, boiling point. Boiling point of alkyl halides are considerably higher than those of corresponding alkanes due to the high polarity and higher molecular mass. Within alkyl halides for given alkyl group, the boiling point increases with increasing in atomic mass of hydrogen atom. See, the carbon atom remains same in all the compounds as the halogen atom is changing. That is why the atomic mass is changing for halogen atom, so the boiling point is also changing. And the boiling point of alkyl halide decreases, like Ri is greater than RBr is greater than RCl and greater than RF. Now, for halogen compound, boiling point will increase as you are increasing the number of carbon atom in a chain. See, the number of carbon atom is increasing, so the boiling point is also increasing. For isomeric alkyl halides, the boiling point decreases with increase in branching as surface area decreases on branching and van der Waals force decreases. For example, if you see bromobutane, you will get 375 Kelvin. 2-bromobutane, you will get 364. And if you are having 2-bromo-2-methyl propane, you will be having boiling point 346 Kelvin. Now, solubility. Though alkyl halides are moderately polar, they are insoluble in water, and this is due to the inability of hydrogen or alkyl halides to form hydrogen bonds with water. Attraction between alkyl halides molecule is stronger than the attraction between the alkyl halide and water molecule. And alkyl halides are soluble in non-polar solvents. Aryl halides, I mean the aromatic compounds, are also insoluble in water but soluble in organic solvents. If aryl halides are not modified by the presence of any other functional group, they show properties similar to the alkyl halides. The isomeric dihalobenzene have nearly same boiling point, but the melting point of these isomers used to show variation. Why? Because melting point of para isomer is quite high than those of ortho and para isomers. Para isomers is having symmetrical structure which can easily pack closely in a crystal lattice. And when the molecule are closer, so intermolecular force of attraction is also stronger. So great energy is required to overcome the lattice energy. That is why their melting points become high. Now, optical isomerism in halogen derivatives. Isomers having same bond connectivities, the structural formula are called stereoisomers. Optical isomerism is a kind of stereoisomerism which is useful to understand nucleophilic substitution reaction of alkyl halide. Let's understand chiral atom or molecular chirality. It can be seen like you are seeing example 2-chlorobutane. If we find out all four atom or group of atom attached to a particular atom, you will see on carbon number 2, one hydrogen is bonded, one chlorine atom is bonded, one methyl group is bonded, and one ethyl group is bonded. So all four atom or group of atom which is attached to second carbon atom are different. So such carbon atom where you will see which are carrying four different groups or atoms is called chiral carbon atom. Here second carbon atom in 2-chlorobutane is chiral carbon, and this chiral atom in a molecule is used to be marked by asterisk sign or star sign. When molecule contains one chiral atom, it acquires unique property. Such molecules cannot superimpose perfectly on its mirror image, and the molecule would be called as chiral molecule. And the mirror image of chiral molecule is not identical to its molecule structure. The spatial arrangement of all four different groups attached to that chiral atom is different. They are situated in the different directions. I can say chiral molecule and its mirror image are stereoisomers to each other because of the different spatial arrangement. And the relationship between the chiral molecule and its mirror image is similar to the relationship between the left and right hand of our body, you can say, and we can call it as handedness or chirality. Let's understand with the diagram here. This is 2-chlorobutane. This is chiral carbon atom having different groups attached to it. That is why I am representing this carbon atom with asterisk. And when I am seeing its mirror image, so in mirror image I am getting different groups arranged in different direction. So these are two stereoisomers. The stereoisomerism in which the isomers having different spatial arrangement of groups or atoms around the chiral atom. That kind of stereoisomerism will be called as optical isomerism. And the optical isomers, that means this compound and this compound, these two would be different in terms of optical activity. I repeat, the optical isomers differ in terms of optical activity. Now let's understand what is optical activity. Before that, we need to understand plane polarized light. An ordinary light consists of electromagnetic waves having oscillations of electric and magnetic field in all possible planes perpendicular to the direction of propagation of light. When ordinary light is passed through Nicol prism, the oscillation only in one plane emerges out. Such light having oscillation in one plane only or in one plane perpendicular to the direction of propagation of light is called plane polarized light. Like we are seeing, this is ordinary light where there is a oscillation in all the direction. When it is passed from Nicol prism, there is oscillation having in one direction. Now, when an aqueous solution of certain organic compound like sugar, lactic acid or glucose or fructose are placed in the path of plane polarized light, the transmitted light has oscillation in different plane than the original. That polarized light could be rotated either to the right side or clockwise or to the left side or anti-clockwise. This property of substance by which it rotates the plane of polarization of incident plane polarized light is called as optical activity, and the compound which rotate the plane polarized light called as optically active compounds, and those compounds which do not give any rotation to the light are optically inactive compound. Optical activity of a substance is expressed numerically in terms of optical rotation. Now, optical rotation is the angle through which a substance rotates the plane of polarized light on passing through it is called optical rotation. And when the polarized light is towards the right side or clockwise, it is called as dextrorotatory, and when polarized light is rotate towards the left side or anti-clockwise, it is called as levorotatory. Dextro is symbolized by D or plus sign with a compound, and levo is symbolized by L or minus sign with a compound like plus glucose or plus fructose or minus fructose. Now, isomerism in which isomeric compounds are having different optical activity are known as optical isomerism. And French scientist Louis Pasteur first recognized the optical activity associated with certain type of three-dimensional structure of molecules. Pasteur introduced the term enantiomers for optical isomers having equal and opposite optical rotation. Enantiomers is the term which was used by Pasteur, which used to show the optical isomerism. Now, what is enantiomers? The optical isomers, which are non-superimposable mirror images of each other, are called enantiomers or enantiomorphs or optical antipodes. For example, we have just learned 2-chlorobutane exists as a pair of enantiomer. One its original structure and another is its mirror image. Enantiomers have identical physical properties, identical chemical properties also, except the sign of optical rotation. The magnitude of optical rotation is equal, but the sign of optical rotation is opposite. They have identical chemical properties, I told you, and when we are taking equimolar mixture of dextro and levorotatory, when we are taking the equimolar mixture of enantiomers, we will be calling such mixture as racemic mixture or racemic modification. Racemic modification is optically inactive because optical rotation due to the molecules of enantiomers is cancelled out by the equivalent opposite optical rotation due to the molecules of enantiomers. Racemic modification used to be symbolized by DL or using plus minus sign. Now, the representation of the configuration of molecule, it could be represented by Fischer projection formula and it could be represented by wedge formula. By Fischer projection formula or cross formula, this is the structure you are seeing on the screen, where you will see there is one chiral atom in carbon atom at the center having 4 different atoms attached to it. These dotted wedges are showing it is below the plane, and this solid wedges are showing these 2 atoms are above the plane. By wedges we can say this is chiral carbon atom where the iodine is below the plane, chlorine is in the plane, bromine atom is also in the plane, and hydrogen is above the plane. This is how we represent the configuration of molecules. Thank you.